morning. It is Sunday, a few days before Christmas Eve and Christmas of 2019. I actually am finally recording in my house, in my bedroom. I would say my house, but it's my parents' house. I am still 30, living with my folks, but guess what? I will be moving out sometime this spring with my fiance, who I freaking love to death. I am here to bring you the Makeup Revolution's Emily palette on the Wants. I actually had no clue who Emily was until after I researched this palette because I had bought it for Cyber Monday. It was half price, and I really liked the colors in this palette. They're beautiful, and they looked really nice online. So I went and bought the palette online, found a shop in my local area that had it in store, and had them pick it up in store, and I went and picked it up after everything was collected. And I've used this palette several times. I only took a few pictures of myself with different styles, but one of them I've done several times now, and that is a Christmas eyeshadow kind of colors I did. I mixed the Laugh and Cry with Cheer to make more of a bright red. I'm going to use this as an example. It's a sewing kit, but like an orangey color like this, or a reddish color. And I also have, I'm not quite sure if you can see it. Yeah, let's see if I can zoom in. But it's like this color here. The Cheer is almost too dark. It's more, that's more like a red wine, and you really wanted something for like Christmas. So I was able to mix the Laugh and Cry and Cheer together and put it on the outer eye up until, I say, quarter way on both sides. 1/4 on both sides. And then I went in with Side Hustle, and I applied it like if I was doing a halo eye look. And then I did Grateful in the inner corner, and I blended those two shades together, and then I blended the Side Hustle in with the red, and then I used, trying to think, I used Oh Heavens and Cupcake as a highlighter, and blender up here. I would put Cupcake down here to blend in with the red, and then I used Oh Heavens to do the brow bone. And I did several different types of applications. I'm going to see if I have anything posted on my phone for photos, and I'm going to try to photo edit. I have the Adobe. I got that 2-in-1 Photoshop and Video Maker. I think it has to be the 11. I think that was about 6 years ago. And maybe 3 years ago. There we go. Maybe 3 years ago. I have to find my programming CD because I had taped the code that you have to use in order to use all the access after the 30-day trial. I do not want to go and buy something that's newer because then you have to pay your monthly fee. So I'm going to be looking around maybe on Amazon if I can't find that code, because I also lost the Photoshop one. So I can't really use the Photoshop one anymore. I don't exactly have all the bells and whistles if I don't have it, so it's not that difficult to buy a new one, hopefully. So I'm going to talk about maybe swatching my colors there that I use for that Christmas eye look. I'm going to mix a little Landry and a little, so I'm going to move you down so I can show you. zoom in. Yeah. New camera, trying to, learn how to use zoom. Okay. I'm trying to use the camera legs correctly. Okay. So, that is the one layer, and this is I normally go in with the cream. Hold on. Let's see if I can get... It's right here, the cream. I normally put a little bit of either concealer, or if I have cover up, I lightly dab it on my eyelids to level it out. And that's the color I use for a base. And then I do this is the blend of cheer and laugh and cry. So I'm going to go in again with another layer. So it's a little bit redder. It's perfect. So what I would do is, then my next step would be adding some of the Pay It Up. And look how beautiful those two colors look together. And then I would go in with the Grateful. I'm going to have to do another layer here. There we go. Not sure if you can see it. But it's the top one here. And I would sit there and blend those two together so it's not so separate. And then blend in the red. So this would be on the outer eye, that's the inner eye, and that's the outer eye. And once I blend these together, I would use my blending brush, blend it all together. If I thought that's too faded, I would go back in with Cheer and Laugh and Cry, and I would stop near my lash line and work my way up to make it more better. And then I would really start dabbing and then brushing upwards, the side hustle. And then with the Laugh and Cry, this one here I would go from like near my nose, and then I would drag it to the center. So it looks kind of like this. Trying to make this so it's not so distorted. There we go. So this is the blend, and then I would work these two together a little bit on, so they blended. So you can still see the color difference, but then you don't see much line. So then I would work my way into the red and blend that in. I also have done the pizzas, or I think it's pizzas, how she's supposed to say it. Or I take the Good Vibes, just a little bit of that one. Hold on, I'm trying to find a clean finger. Hold on. Oh yeah, that one's good enough. So I take Good Vibes, and sometimes I put it right on the... what should I say? I do not slide and glide that one. I just pack it on a little bit, just to give the red a little bit more shimmer. But yeah, that's my Christmas eye look right there. And then if I wanted to add more darker colors to make my eyelashes look a little thicker, and I didn't want to use eyeliner, in the outer corner of my eye, until the same width of the red, I would just use some brown on the bottom where my eyelashes are, and then blend it out. So then that gives in my eyelashes a little more extra thickness. I have the length for my eyelashes, but I haven't found a really good mascara yet that can do, yeah, I now can't get my camera to work. Hold on. There we go. And then zoom back out. So, I'm going to show you all that messiness with this camcorder thing because I'm a new person, so I want people to see what a new person tries to figure out how to use a camera. But yeah, definitely that look from far away looks really pretty. I would do it today on my eyes. It's just that I don't plan on using this palette. I actually have another one I only used maybe once or twice, and I want to try that one out first again, because last time I actually blended that color, a couple of the colors from that palette with the Emily, because I was trying to figure out what colors would work with different ones, and yeah, so that is the Revolution Makeup. It says Revolution Maine, and then it says Makeup Revolution London. They keep changing their title a little bit on some of their products, because they were Makeup Revolution London, and I picked up a couple palettes that were from like 2018. Then I picked up another palette. I have to see if I have it somewhere, and it only says Makeup Revolution. It doesn't even say London, so I don't know if they have two different locations maybe making stuff. I don't know. But this palette I've had since the day after Cyber Monday. I went and picked it right up. I love the packaging. It's so vintage. I tend to be a bit of old school myself. So when I saw this palette like this, I'm like, oh, it's pretty. It's not $50-something, like some palettes. I found a couple palettes I like that in that range, but I'm going to try to save my money or find some dupes. I actually found a YouTuber that does a lot of duping palettes, and I think I might have already grabbed one of those palettes to be a dupe, but I'm not sure. So I have to rewatch that video. But like I said, I love this palette. I love the Christmas eye look. It blends a little bit better on my eyes, but for video's sake, I try to make it really thick so you can see the difference. I don't know how many compliments I got. I wore it for the Christmas Carol. I wore it for work a couple times. I dressed up in one of my Walmart Christmas dresses for my Christmas party at work this year, and for Ugly Sweater Day we had this past Friday. And for shits and giggles, since I have to work New Year's Eve, I most likely will be wearing that, and I'm going to try to, if I can get up early enough, do a blend of the Whoville hair and possibly something basic. I really am not in the mood to do it all in little Cindy Lou Who hairdo. So if I can do something small, I will, but most likely it's probably going to be just two braids with a shit ton of spray hair glitter that I got from another company, which I am not going to do that because I want this to be on Emily herself. I want it on her palette. Even though it came out last year, I actually haven't really gotten to doing any type of makeup at all until this year. I mean, yes, I did like one or two shadows on my eyes, some eyeliner and mascara, but I really never got into colors, blending, or different eye styles until this year, because I'm going to be getting married next year, and I didn't want to be paying someone to do my eye makeup because I am a bit afraid of other people with hands that I'm not in control of doing my makeup. So I am trying to learn to do it. So if I can at least do my mascara and eyeliner really good and get a good base going for eye color, if I need assistance, I can actually ask my hairstylist that we booked She's also a makeup artist to touch up anything for half the price of a full whatever price she charges. My mom's in charge of finding that out and this and that. So I'm going to end this video. Actually, you know what? I have to tell you the full story about how I figured this was out. Emily was a YouTuber. I ordered this palette Ulta.com on Black Friday for $12 or $14. This is normally like a $20 palette. And then I picked up in store because I wanted to save on shipping. And I picked it up and I was like, oh my gosh, this is beautiful. It's cute. And I opened the package. I actually couldn't wait. And I opened it at work because I did leave work early so I could go get this before Ulta got too busy in the evening. And I looked at it and like, I could use so many of these colors without having it too glittery or sparkly. And, or I could even use one single color and then use eyeliner and mascara and be fine. And some of these shades you can actually blend in really well. Like Top Story and Apartment, you can blend in really good together if you wanted just that for your whole eye. And then you can blend in Dude's Pay or Midwest, blended in with those because they are on the tan side. Neutral side, I should say, neutral side. Or Hobby, and that would be a really cool look. You could probably even make that into more of a Christmas color. Christmas if you add a little bit of the Cheer and Laugh and Cry. And blend that in too if you really wanted to. With a little bit of the Grateful. You could probably put Grateful on the inner eye. I haven't tried it yet, but that just popped into my head right now. So I figured I would say it. So then I got home and YouTubed Makeup Revolution, the Emily edit. So I could see what other people have done with this palette and see if it's something I can do with my hooded eye. And my not so big eyes, I should say. I don't have big eyes or not hooded eyes. So my eye surface doesn't have so much to it. So I can't have big bold looks unless I only use one or two colors that are bold and then blend it in. So I YouTubed them and I watched several YouTubers. I'm going to have to go back and look at them and see if I can figure out how to link that video in the description of this one once I figure out how to upload it to the computer and then upload it to YouTube. I have yet to use this camera for that. I've just been recording YouTube videos, checking out the volume on it, seeing how good it is, and then deleting them because I would record my TV playing the videos so I could see what volume I would have to talk myself in order to get a good video out of this camera. And so I'll go back, link those descriptions, this and that. And yeah, so when I YouTubed her, several people came up with the palette. I clicked on one video and they started talking about how hardworking, how respective, and how kind this YouTuber is. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Emily is a YouTuber. Say hi to me. He's not going to say hi. Where is he? He's a tuxedo kitty cat. He's about 10 to 12 years old. We rescued him from outdoors, and ever since then, he's been a thorn in a lot of our sides because you can't predict what his moods are going to be. So either he's lovey-dovey or the next minute he's trying to claw your eyes out. But he's now understanding what the meaning of a loving family is. Hi, Tim. Are you going to look? Hi, kitty. Can you say hi? Say YouTube family hi. He's purring right now. And he's also he's 17 pounds, even. He gained half a pound since last year. I think it's because he gets too many cat treats when he comes in and out, because we noticed that when we had him for the first 3 months, officially 24/7 in the house, he is not a happy cat. He is depressed. He's moody. He attacks my mom's little dog that she actually bought for showing. My mom wanted a dog show. So he is now retired because he wasn't socialized as a puppy other than the breeder. So he was too shy to be in the showing. So now he is a pet with his little adoptive brother named Tucker, and his name is Teddy. So we have Timmy, Teddy, and Tucker. Timmy's named after Timothy Cratchit from the Christmas Carol. He came to our back door looking for food and help a couple weeks before Christmas, so that's his name. Teddy, we named him after Teddy Bruschi of the New England Patriots. His dad's name is Tom Brady's, named as Brady, but is named after Tom Brady of the Patriots. And Tucker, we just named him Tucker because my dad says, you know what, I didn't name the other 2 animals, I am naming him Tucker. I'm like, okay, so we got 3 T's in the house for babies. So, okay, off topic because he sidetracked me. That's the meaning of one of the reasons I have what dyslexia is. Dyslexia is something that you are hard to focus on one thing at once, and if you do, it's awesome, and then other days it's like you're thinking about 3 different things at the same time, trying to do 3 jobs at once. So, and distractions, forget about it. If there's a distraction, you're completely unfocused for at least an hour or so before you get back on track. So, to finish with that, so I watched the first YouTuber that did this palette had mentioned that she is indeed a YouTuber. I'm like, oh, that's fantastic. I got a YouTuber palette for half the price. Because I'm like, I really wanted to get Shane Dawson's and Jeffree Star's makeup palette, the Controversy, because I really liked the top row, which was nudes, the middle was more like potting, and bottom was a blend of the first and second row. So I really wanted to try that palette out. Well, I wasn't going to pay $70-something because I wanted to do the twofer, the mini Controversy and the big one. So that's when I saw this palette was on Cyber Monday. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to forget about Shane Dawson's palette for a little bit just because I can't buy it. It's back ordered. They aren't making any until spring. So I'm going to mess around with this one. So that's how I got it in the first place. Sorry, like I said, dyslexia, you go back and forth. Literally, I would have to have a written note and highlighted to make sure I stayed on topic. This video is showing you what my form of dyslexia is. If you really don't know it, the description, Google it. I completely forgot word for word what it is, so I'm just giving you my symptoms and what I have to deal with. So I got this palette, watched that video, then clicked on several other videos because I heard them talking about Emily. Well, there's how many Emilys are out there? So I literally had to click on each video until in my suggestions, Emily, the real Emily, this Emily, came up with her review, not review, but trying to come up with the word. It's in my head, but my mouth's not working. It is the reveal, there we go, reveal of her palettes. And I realized, she has a second one. I'm like, I don't remember seeing that one on Cyber Monday. I'm like, I wonder if they have it. They must. But I didn't feel like getting that one because I like this one much more because I've already bought a couple different palettes from other companies that I wanted to use for my blush and contour. excuse me. And so then I also looked on the back, because my mom and I are on this kick of not buying anything that is not cruelty-free. And here on the back, I'm not sure if you can see it, the little bunny, it says cruelty-free. So if it's cruelty-free, I think it's also vegan-free. But I'm not sure, because I'm thinking to keep it cruelty-free of testing on animals and stuff. I think this orange and red color, anything that's like this color, I think they use that type of beetle, I think it is. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the name of that... It does say that it uses red 40. It doesn't say that they use the bug. So I'm guessing, unless it has a different name, but I don't see any. Yeah, I don't think they use the colored shade, that color red bug or whatever, the red bug that makes the red shades. So, okay, we are clear for that. So, yes, I like that palette. In conclusion, am I going to still use it? Hell yes. And I'm hoping at some point they come out with replacement things, because my Oh Heavens I'm using quite a bit, because I'm using that for brow lighter and highlighter for everything. Well, sounds like my family's back home, so I'm going to have to stop this. I'm signing off, and have a great day.